talk about my journey, that is to Islam. Now, it's quite a beautiful journey indeed, because I would have never expected it. But that's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for you. It comes in the most unexpected times. Well, actually, there's a quote that I got from this 1960s film that I watched once, and it says, "Everything ends and begins at the right time into place." So I thought that was really beautiful. So I never really forgot about it. I have a very funny story about that, but I won't be talking about that. My journey to Islam was quite unexpected and very beautiful. It's something that would always be there for me in times of sadness. I remember how it was that I became Muslim, so it's something that keeps me strong. Indeed, it gives me more faith. Indeed, now I became Muslim because of the people of Palestine. They freed me. I would often cry to the point where I wanted to scream, and I said to myself, oh, and then I found myself praying to God. Now, before the Palestinian genocide, I did pray to God. Indeed, I did, but it wasn't as really emotional that way that I prayed that day to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and I found myself thinking and always thinking about God. I would be cooking and I would be thinking of Allah. I would be cleaning my room and I would be thinking of Allah. I would be watching the Instagram reels of people being persecuted, people being wronged in Palestine, and I would think of Allah, and I would say to myself, but God has them. God knows what He will do to them and how He will do the things that He will do. He has a plan for everybody. And I found myself trusting God in a way I have never trusted. I did trust Him, but I didn't trust Him the way the Palestinians made me trust Him. So in that moment, I felt like I gave my heart to Allah, and it felt very beautiful. It was a very beautiful thing, and it had to happen. Everything ends and begins at the right time and place. So there's been moments of hardship because I am the only one in a Hispanic household that is Muslim. So out of all the generations of my family, I took the first step. So with that comes many difficulties. But do not, if you're a revert, do not let that get you. Those difficulties, that right there is a sign that Allah loves you. That He wants you to prove yourself that yes, you can persevere. So the moments of hardship can only make you stronger. They cannot make you weak. You cannot allow that. It's a moment of where your faith has to remain steady, firm. So my relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has grown to be very beautiful, and well, it's all Him, not me at all. So I encourage people to look for the beauty in Islam, and you will find it. Do not be negative. A lot of people are very negative Islam, and I find that very sad because it's very beautiful. When you pray 5 times a day, it's a moment where you find yourself. It's, the relationship with Allah and you is very beautiful. You pray to Him 5 times a day, and He's there. He's there. And of course, He's everywhere. But when you're praying to Him, it's as if you were having a conversation with each other. And so it's very beautiful. It's very nice. And I encourage a lot of people to just to look for answers and to find them. And in Islam, you will definitely find them. See, for a long time, I was very lost. I was very lost, and who would have thought that girl who would do so many crazy things is now the girl who's disciplined, who really truly tries her best to please Allah, who fears and loves Allah. Who would have thought? You see, He had that in His plan. That's how beautiful. And I think about it sometimes when I get like upset or something like that. I think Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had that in His plan. He said, that girl right there, give her time. She'll come to me one day.